I put up a video about a 19-year-old lady who was a stay-at-home girlfriend, and I was defending her choice. Now, one thing about her choice, though, is all things considered, she's been a stay-at-home girlfriend for about a year. It probably would be best for both her and her boyfriend if they would marry. Now, I'm kind of wide open to accusation of hypocrisy here. Because of certain things that had happened in my early life, I have been prejudiced against marriage. In fact, I had for a long time, a really strong anti-marriage feeling. This was actually, again, this was due to a lot of the bad messages I was getting, to my search for alternatives, and, to reading a lot of anti-marriage propaganda. And I just recognized that it was bad thinking and propaganda. They're both in a better position legally if they have a legal relationship. If they're living together and one person is supporting the other, and in this case it's the old-fashioned traditional system of the man supporting the woman. But I would give the same advice to a woman supporting a man, or a man supporting a man, or a woman supporting a woman. You're legally in a better position if you are legally married. So it kind of would be better if the stay-at-home girlfriend would become a stay-at-home wife. Now, I'm not going to say that the stay-at-home wife should become a stay-at-home mother. If she's not interested in raising children, those children aren't going to come out too well. You need somebody who wants to do that. And if you don't, then you shouldn't. Okay? And as far as that question of, well, what is she doing that, makes it worthwhile for the other person to support her? If she wasn't doing something that made it worthwhile for the other person to support her, she wouldn't be getting the support. And as I pointed out before, not all paid jobs are that inspiring or that great. And that was one problem with the 1970s feminists that was pointed out by Arianna Huffington, who was then Arianna Stasinopoulos, is that they had a lopsided view of work, paid work. They tended to be artists, journalists, academics, executives. These are challenging, interesting jobs. Very interesting. That's not true of all jobs. That's not true of a lot of jobs. Being a, successful artist or a journalist doesn't compare with a lot of the things people do for a living. And it's not irrational to prefer, making a home for somebody else.